cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Trapper.
I was with you. What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, back in this thing. It's like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledgeito you're not finna get in nobody's collegeito. Make sure you hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all, stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Hit that like, hit that hype, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that share button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure you tap in. Leave a comment because we're going back to the chili giveaway. So when we get to 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we pick the best comment between now and 31,000 subscribers. We're going to give you some chili, big dog. So it's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. Once we get 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we let y'all know an exact date and exact time that we will be doing a live to give away that money. You got Cash App, you got Apple Pay, you got Zelle, you got Venmo. Don't worry about it. We're going to make sure you get that chili. Make sure you hit that like button, that comment, that good subscribe button. TNN Trap News Network. We taking it back to the basics, man. What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? We're tapping in TNN Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use, good knowledge you ain't finna get in nobody's college. Hit us with a like, with a comment, with a good subscribe for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that news you can use, that knowledge you're not finna get in nobody's college. Hit us with a like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, hit all. Tap in for the latest and the greatest, what we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We finna jump right into this Kantiana, man. They say bro dressed up like a female to get his ops. We finna jump into the Kantiana, man. Let's get into it. Let's go. Yes, he did.
Toward DMs, falling into a good conversation.
Let's rewind. For those of y'all who don't know, this the homie Rap News Street Politics. Big love, big. All right, let's go.
As a man, a lot of us have made the mistake of thinking with our head and not the one above our shoulders. Seeing something we like on Instagram, sliding into our DMs, falling into a good conversation, and planning to link up on a late night, trying to get cracking. But what if the person we talking to ends up being them dudes from 11A East Coast block Crip, telling you to pull up on a block they know you feel comfortable on shortly after midnight? This is where Anthony Smithers, aka Infant Loco from Hoover, found himself in the early morning hours of October 5th, 2025. At 15 years old, Infant Loco having an exchange.
That is diabolical. Like, these little niggas, when the fuck did these little niggas turn into criminal geniuses? Like, nigga, that's some real high-level Joker take over the world type situation. Like, golly. And it's crazy because these dudes come up with such in-depth, thought-provoking, engaging plans for nothing. Like, nigga just came up with $1 million idea to steal 50 bucks. Like, for real though. Like, that's so much thought process. Man, you could have did so much more with that thinking, and you just did nothing with it. Like, at all. Just threw it all away.
Allegedly with the young lady, planned to meet up with her in his hood, and ended up being shot 17 times in the middle of a war that had a lot of people looking at the wrong suspects. Rap News Street Politics, the best hood channel on YouTube. Viewer discretion is advised. Everything we about to go through in this video are allegations set forth by the police in the discovery and investigative reports. All the suspects in this case are innocent until proven guilty. Now, Infant Loco, a 15-year-old kid, hit the internet with a hood vlog. A lot of people started to take notice of him because he had a deformity on his hand, somewhat of an underdeveloped extremity, rendering him disabled. This caught a lot of people's eyes. He's out there with the Hoovers in his set, and a lot of people took notice. But as we dig deeper into the paperwork, we're going to show y'all exactly who plotted on him and stated that they got on to him after that hood vlog. But we got to start everything on October 5th, 2025, on 97th in Vermont. Police respond to a call at 12:46 a.m. in front of an apartment building, and the caller stated hearing over 30 shots minutes before the call. When police arrive at the scene, they find 15-year-old Anthony Smithers lying in the driveway, suffering from 17 gunshot wounds to different parts of his body, including his head and abdominal area. Now, a party had just started wrapping up on this street, and when initial reports started circulating at the time of the death, people were associating his murder with that party, and they were also associating it with the Main Street Mafia Crips. At this time, there were allegations of back and forth murders between the Hoovers and the main streets, some high-profile cases, and the city was seemingly settling on this situation being a continuation of that war. Now, at the scene, left behind, there were 24 9mm shell casings and 8 5.7 shell casings, and the shooting also resulted in the apartment building Infant Loco was in front of being hit multiple times while people were just on the other side of the wall sleeping. And this is where detectives make their first move. They start canvassing 97, looking for the surveillance cameras. They end up coming up on one almost immediately. And
that's the first thing they're gonna do every time is go to the cameras, man. Go to the cameras, man. Golly. God, y'all niggas gotta stop doing stupid stuff.
It depicted all the events that took place right here in the 9 Deuce Hoovers. They popped the tape on, and immediately a white sedan is seen driving westbound on 97 at 12:37 in the morning. On camera, they also see Infant Loco standing in front of the apartment building while this white sedan hits the block. As it approaches Infant Loco, the front and rear passenger of this vehicle start firing multiple rounds, hitting Infant Loco until he falls to the ground. When he falls to the ground, they proceed to fully jump out the car and proceed to fire more rounds at him before getting back into the car and continuing westbound towards Vermont Avenue. Now, with this video footage, they were able to put together that this car has some distinct features. Not only was it a white Honda Accord, but it had distinct rims and what they alleged to be distinct chrome door handles. So they went on ahead and met with Infant Loco's people. His people said that they really had no reason as to why he was on 97th at this time. He had been out the house for a couple days, somewhat in an strange situation, and was staying in the 50s on 59th to be exact. And they didn't know how he made it over to 97th at this time. They also confirmed that he was a member.
That nigga was moving like a fucking ghost. And it seemed like a lot of times these dudes could have got themselves out of situations, got them dudes out of a lot of issues, but it's, you know, they like to just put themselves in the mix, man. Cameras, surveillance, social media, phones, cell phone towers, all kind of flu flambery. It's just, yeah, man.
From a Hoover. And before detectives left the meeting with his people, they came with a possible motive on why he was on 97. They believed that his cousin had dropped him off to meet a girl. And a few hours after this interaction, his people doubled back on detectives and said that they gained access to his Instagram account. And just minutes prior to the murder, they saw his Instagram account, the Vermont Ave Prince 83rd, in communication with a female by the name of Pretty Ass B with 2 C's and a K on it. As they were looking through this text thread.
Well, she's probably a blood. Just saying. If she put the K after that letter, then she's probably cheeks. Cheeks. I see you thick swinging that thing on a Saturday morning. Anyway, yeah, it's safe to say that she's probably a blood. Can you bring me the oil, baby? Yeah. Thank you.
They seen that Infant Loco had fell into a conversation with this young lady the night prior, October 4th, 2025. When he started off the conversation saying, "What's the deal?" This female account had got back up with him with an adult-style video of her performing specific acts on herself with the caption, "Fuck the phone, pull up." They begin to plan on meeting when he mentions that he about to see if his op cousin is gonna drop him off, somewhat insinuating that he got a cousin.
Now, it's easy to get these little situations set up because all bro gotta do is use a video. If he's super thirsty, super grimy, all he gotta do is use a video that a female sent him of her, you know, busting a move and all that kind of stuff, wooty bamming and all that. And then he sent it to the op. The op think that it's the female and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole little slick move. These dudes is out here recycling news that they got from females, using them news to set up their ops and all that kind of stuff. That all being said, my bad, Joe. I know black people gotta put oil on. But, you feel me? What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So bro got the picture from the little woo-wop. You feel me? She thinking she flirting. She sent it to bro. Bro on some scandalous time. He used a picture of the woo-wop to send it to the op. Now the op think he talking to the woo-wop, talking about link up and meet up and all this and all that. Meanwhile, he finna get his banana split. You feel me? Crazy work, man. It's crazy
from
work.
an enemy hood that he trying to get to drop him off to meet up with this young lady. Of course, she heard the message, asked him when he could come. He said his cousin Groovy, and he on his way. She sent the address on 97 and says, let me know how far. Now, 97 is again in the 9 Deuce Hoovers, just 1 block south of Colden, one of their main spots over here. This is an area that Infant Loco would be comfortable in, being that he is also from Hoover. Pretty ass B says when he gets to the front, she gonna come outside and get him. She said her parents finna go to sleep and asked him if he for sure because she don't want everybody knowing where she stay at. He said he for sure, and at 12:34, he sends her a message saying I'm here. She write back 12:35 said I'm coming. And approximately 2 minutes later, Infant Loco was killed in a hail of bullets going to a meetup of a female that he met on Instagram. Now detectives are back continuing to assess the scene over here on 97. And the last lead that they have was the...
Imagine announcing your own arrival to your own demise. Sick work. Imagine announcing your own arrival to your own demise, bro. That is the sickest work. That is the sickest work. That is the sickest work. I'm here. All right, bet. Get him. Sick, 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 sick.
White Honda speeding west towards Vermont. They decided to follow it with license plate reader cameras to somewhat intercept the way of travel to figure out where this whip went. As soon as it sped off for the murder, they caught it on 92nd in Vermont. Then they caught it again on Fig and 91st. They tracked it on Main, got it on Avalon, and when it got to Century and Avalon, they seemingly lost the hit on it by 12:48. Now, you know, seeing that text message thread, you know they came with the search warrant for Instagram. And when that search warrant came back, it came back with the device that was used that was linked to the Pretty Ass B Instagram account. They were able to see that 10 minutes after the murder, the Instagram account was deactivated off of Instagram and the device that the Instagram account was signed.
So the whole purpose of that Instagram was to chip that man. That's it.
Had also stopped reporting on 91st and Hoover just minutes after the homicide. But something else that they also found on the device was 2 other Instagram accounts that had been signed in on it. Now, mind you, they didn't have the physical device. These were all...
Now, here's where they finna fuck up at, because one of these geniuses, I'm sure, decided to sign into their actual Instagram account.
All records kept in the data of this device. Along with the Pretty Ass B account, another Instagram account with the name Boston BK 118 on it and the name Juice Man #2 had also been accessed on the cellular device that had went cold on 91st and Hoover. So while they went ahead and submitted a search warrant for the new Instagram account they just found, they started doing back work on a phone number that was linked to the device. They found that it was opened up in the Cricket store off Imperial and Avalon back on September 24th, 2025, 2 weeks before the murder of Infant Loco. And when they looked into the individual that opened that account, they found the name Dylan Guillory with an address on East 115th Street in the 1180s Coast. Now, the name was a throw-off name. It didn't come back to anything. And when all of the geolocation data from that phone came in, they saw that it was at all places relevant to the homicide of Infant Loco at the time of the homicide. On 97, again, it was turned off on 91st, but it was also in the location of the images where police captured that white sedan on Vermont. Now with this, they put their focus back on the search warrant with that Boston BK 118 account. That account produced 3 Gmails, one being mjuice@gmail, the other one being babyjob@gmail. And they went ahead and served a search warrant on the Gmails. Now, when the babyjob@gmail.com info came back, the billing information that was used on that account September 9th, 2025 was used in the name of Dylan Blackwell. Dylan Blackwell is Lil Juice Man from 118 East Coast Block Crip, 18 years old, a young homie over here on the east side. Now, detectives noticed 2 things off the bat with this. Number 1, this is Dylan Blackwell who came back to a real person. They realized that the first name used on the AT&T account was also Dylan, even though it had a throw-off last name. And Dylan Blackwell's address was directly south of the throw-off address used to set up the AT&T device in Cricket. And this is when shit started getting hot. So now that they focus it on Lil Juice Man, they start to dig deeper into his Google accounts. They find his pictures in the mjuice Gmail account, and they stumble across a crazy ass picture existing in his Google data. It's a screenshot message of the exchange between Pretty Ass B and Infant Loco. The screenshot was of Infant Loco telling Pretty Ass B that he's in the 50s and stating that he's coming. Detectives also find another picture of Lil Juice Man dated September 9th, 2025, with him showing himself having a stick on 97th in Vermont, the same spot where Infant Loco would die less than a month later. But if that wasn't enough, they stumbled across a communication between Juice Man's Instagram account, Boston BK118, and another Instagram account of somebody from 59 Hoover. And Lil Juice Man is seen telling this dude from 59 to go pick his homie up, and he gonna tell him something that's gonna make him mad. He told the dude from 59 that he gonna show him something, and ends up sending this dude a picture of the Instagram DMs between Infant Loco and Pretty Ass B, and replied, "Dudes better stop thinking with they package." And detectives now have him bragging about the homicide.
You're talking about the homicide. You would have got away with it. 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 It would have been no problem. You got yourself caught being an idiot, bragging, talking too much, wanting everybody to know that you did a devious crime. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Of Infant Loco. But he wasn't done. He hits up another Instagram account and he sends it a Citizens app link depicting the video of the homicide of Infant Loco and tells that Instagram account to send it to West Coast Gang Wars 3, which is the Instagram account that reported the homicide of Infant Loco on 97th in Vermont. He told him to caption it, "The one-hand shotter from A-Tray Hoover," and told him who it was. Lil Juice Man directed the account to also send this information to the Foactive dude. And he was talking about Deontay Edmond, Lil Tiny Foactive from 94 Hoover. Deontay Edmond is an alleged participant in the war between the Hoovers and the main streets and is down for carjacking that was linked to a homicide. So while detectives are sitting with their jaw dropped, seeing all the shit that they came up with, October 21st, 2025, they find a white sedan off 81st and May in 76 East Coast Hood.
It's like these guys wake up, commit crimes, get away with it, and then go back to sleep and then wake up the next day and say, okay, now how can I get caught for it? We just did all this to get away with this crime. We just did all this to get away with this crime. We just did all this 1-2 stepping like Sierra. We did this whole 1-2 blah, 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 blah. Now, how can I get caught? Stupid.
Located in the white sedan, one live 9mm round and a piece of white clothing. The white sedan was reported stolen from 117th and Main in the 11/8s and recovered by CHP in the 7/6s. And on December 5th, 2025, they take Lil Juice Man down at 10:30 in the morning off Imperial. By 2:06 p.m., they sit him in that room and Lil Juice Man waives his rights and notifies the detectives stating that he wants to make a statement. In Lil Juice Man's account, he admits to being the driver of the suspect vehicle during the murder of Infant Loco. He says he was the person that carjacked the vehicle from 117th and Main. His description of the carjacking was he seen a Hispanic man late night on 117th, took him into an alley and pump faked on him. He didn't have a pistol. He acted like he had one and stripped the dude of his car keys, his cell phone, and sped off in the white Honda. He stated that on the day of the murder, he was with the two other suspects that jumped out the car, and they spent off Lancet and Imperial to drive to the Hoovers. He said they was continuously spinning the Hoovers, but kept coming up empty, not finding nobody outside. And he went on to compare his body type to the shooters, suggesting to the detectives that he was much bigger than him and to prove that he was actually the one driving, not the one getting cracking. He then admitted to purchasing a cell phone from Cricket off Imperial and Avalon and used $100 bills cash and the fake name. He stated right after he got the cell phone, he created the fake Instagram account, Pretty Ass B. He then found a location using Google Maps, which ended up being 97th in Vermont, before he started tapping in with Infant Loco. That explicit video of the woman on the Instagram message, Lil Juice Man said he stripped it off social media. It was a random video and just sent it to Infant Loco. He stated that he drove to the location that he told Infant Loco to meet at. And when they got there, he proceeded to describe everything that went on with the two dudes that jumped out with the guns. He stated that he knew Infant Loco was from Hoover. And he stated that he knew him because he was watching prior vlogs, which were posted to YouTube. Juice Man stated after
watching prior vlogs because they were posted to YouTube. Niggas wanted to be on that man. Oh, man. Y'all niggas gotta stop with these
the murder,
vlogs.
they drove back to Lansing, parked the vehicle, and he went to his homie's house on 117th. He then later confirmed that he dumped the vehicle on 81st and Compton Avenue. And he tried to blame the situation on, quote, a random old dude. Said the random old dude told him and his homies to go to the Hoovers, and that's where they went. And in his final act, he gave a consent to search form for his Samsung Galaxy and provided the passcode, wrapping himself up on the homicide of Anthony Smithers, aka Infant Loco, from H.R. Hoover Criminals. Now, this is a situation that a lot of us can relate to. You never know who you talking to on these Instagram apps. Again, Infant Loco, 15 years
past, you never know who you talking to on these Instagram apps. You never know who's watching you on these fucking hood vlogs.
old. Everybody knows the mistakes, especially the ones made with the opposite sex at that age. These are two young kids, both sold up. Only one thing is factual. Infant Loco is dead. Lil Juice Man, these are allegations. He still got to have his day in court. But this is allegedly what happened when Infant Loco fell into a communication with what he thought was a young lady on Instagram and ended up meeting somebody from an enemy hood looking to score. This the best hood channel on YouTube, Rap News.
Big shout out to the homie Rap News Street Politics. We up out to the next one. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. You know the rest.
Yeah, protest the ass, man. We on the ass, protest the ass at our best. You know that, man. Off the air. You know what I'm saying? We out here, ground zero for the neighborhood hero. We got all four corners. TMC, the marathon definitely continue. Mr. Burger right here, live in the flesh. We out here, man. Trap News. You know that, nigga.
Apollo Texas.
When it's dangerous, work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let him hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell it. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's never outside, nigga.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Friends is hella fake, I know what enemies intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can say
Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.